'cause it's Cuban and Cartwright tonight.
All right, settle down, boys. Now, Nick Cartwright, who led the investigation putting Terry Cuban away, is gonna lead tonight's bust. Nick is a fantastic cop and a real sweetheart, too. He's got the instincts and the guff to run this division one day, so you boys listen and keep on your toes, eh? Now clean up out there, Nicky. I gotta go pull the mayor's complaining head out of my ass.
Thanks, Chief. Alright, boys. Now we've seen two things happen since Cuban has been put away. Continued effort by Cuban's workforce to keep up their operations, and a rise of new speakeasies and bootleggers. Now these new speakeasies are getting more violent and widespread by the day. We need to bring them down. We had a mole inside who got us tonight's password, and we have a location inside to bust this crime ring open. So remember, boys, tonight, we bring them justice. Johnson, Graves, you two go around the rear, and if any Johns or dames are on how to detain them.
Yes, sir.
Me and Holdsworth here will take the front.
Right.
Huh? What do you want? You got anything to say to me?
Yeah, buddy. I hear there's a party here. Password is Congo Drum.
Hey, baby, you looking real fine. Buy me a drink?
Get out of here, you stupid dame, or I take you out.
Ah!
Stay close, Holdsworth. Let's go to the bar. Hey, bartender, can you give me a nice tall glass of justice? Cut that damn music off. Alright, everybody. This is the police. Get the hell out of here before we decide to take every one of your damn names down. I'm sure a lot of you can't afford to lose your jobs and your families over this, so scram. Now you, take me to your boss.
Go sit on it, copper.
I don't do much sitting, pal. But I'll lay your body out flat for your mother, no sweat.
All right.
No horsing around now, see? I won't hesitate to put one in your skull.
They're off right down here.
That's all I remember, Chief. Till I woke up in the hospital all wrapped up like a mummy in a winter coat.
Now, Nicky, we found you knocked out at the bottom of that stairwell with Holdsworth, Johnson, and Graves' mutilated bodies. So what the hell happened in there?
Honest, Chief, I'm as confused as you are. These seem to be a new breed of bootlegger. And the more time I spend around them, the more like psycho-killer bootleggers they look.
Hey, Chief, Cuban has to see you on Cartwright. Say he's got something that's gonna wet your whistle.
Police Chief Daniel Sims. How's your wife, Patty? I had 2 dozen filet mignon and lobster sent to your house today. So you should be eating well tonight, Daniel. And this firecracker. Nick Cartwright. Detective now, huh? After my bust, it's no surprise, my young friend.
Quit screwing around, Terry. You got something for us or not?
Aw, Daniel. Always so rushed. That's why your department is floundering. How are those new speakeasies looking? You see what happens when you cut the head off a chicken, boys? It runs around crazy. This town had me running it for years now, and even though you gentlemen don't believe it, I've kept it safe. My men are doing what they can, but they're barely staying afloat. These new guns are considerably more brutal. It's a new wave of crime for this city. They're even trying to send me a message. My lovely wife Natasha was taken yesterday. Her driver Miles was found dead in her Rolls Royce. He had been with me since we were 20. He was one of my best friends.
Quit yanking my chain, Cuban. What do I care about some sally-whopping dame?
Patience, detective. You're too young and antsy. You think I'm not a little perturbed by this? Me in this jail cell, her taken by God knows who out there.
What the hell are you getting at here, Terry? You got less of a point than an uncircumcised unicorn.
I offer you gentlemen everything. The city. In exchange for my freedom, only to locate and bring home my wife safely.
Not a chance in hell, Cuban. I worked for 2 years to put your ass in here. I ain't seen you come out before I'm dead and 6 feet under.
Well then, I'm afraid we're at a bit of an impasse, gentlemen. You see, I still have a formidable force on the streets, and I will use every gun I have to paint the town red. I will find my Natasha, and fine folks will be picking brains out of every dumpster in town. I will not try to escape. Cartwright here can escort me around if that truly makes you feel any better. What do you say, Daniel?
You got 24 hours with Cartwright. Get it done. Now.
But Chief, Chief.
Now, Cartwright!
Well, detective, we shall simply meet with their leader, Don Scramanto, and discuss the terms.
Just walk in there. You crazy?
No, detective. I'm Terry Cuban, and I'm a gentleman. Maybe if you didn't go into these places calling nice ladies dames and pointing your gun in people's faces, those 3 officers would be alive today. You're too high profile to touch.
Maybe you shouldn't be so cocky. Then you wouldn't live in a cage like an animal.
Ha ha. Maybe, Detective. Maybe. So, Don Scramonto, I can see why you came tonight. It was a good, clear move on your part. But I must ask you once, and ask you simply. Give me my wife back, and leave this town tonight, or you will die.
Terry. I'm afraid you're in no position to talk to anyone like that. Now simply go away. Kiss my ring and admit that I run this town now, and your wife will be returned to you. Refuse, and she will come to you in the mail once a week until we run out of the body parts.
I was afraid we might have this problem, Don. Oh, did you enjoy your Eggs Benedict this morning? I know how you enjoy them at precisely 9:15 every morning. Did you notice a little extra flavor in them? Because I'm afraid I had my chef put massive amounts of acid in them that's melting away your internal organs as I talk. Can you feel it at work, Don?
My insides! They burn!
Don't mess with the guy's trophy wife, Scramonto.
You know you're going in forever now, don't you? You idiot.
We'll see, Detective. But this was for the common good. The Don was bringing in drugs, which are a filthy racket. Something I simply wouldn't go near. Let's find my wife before we discuss who's going where.
Tony, oh baby, I knew you'd come.
Darling, do you really think I would let anyone else touch you? Now, have you made all the arrangements?
Darling, do you really think I'd let you down? Of course, I've taken care of everything. The car's out back.
Cuban, what's your dame blabbering on about?
Well, Detective, I'm afraid it's time for us to go our own separate ways. I feel too confined by the judicial system. So Natasha and I will be going to Canada and enjoying their hospitality for a while.
That's right, dear, but we sincerely appreciate Detective Cartwright.
So you don't remember anything after that, Nicky? What else happened?
What happened was I woke up in the hospital 2 days later and read it in the paper. Cuban got away, Chief. His speakeasy business is still going strong, and he's on the supplier end now, making more money than ever.
Ah, what a mess, Nick, I tell you. The mayor's gonna chew my ass the way a Doberman eats a porterhouse. Anything else you gotta say about it?
Yeah. Cuban sent me a liter of whiskey in the mail yesterday. There was a note with it. It said, "Don't feel bad, Detective. Order will be restored to your streets my way. Natasha sends her regards. And if I may recommend so,
share a glass for our finest whiskey with Daniel. Lord knows he'll need it. Warm regards, Terry Cuban.